Hey guys, welcome to my channel and my very first video, which happens to be the movie review of Aquaman 2018. Now, Aquaman has been the most anticipated movies of 2018, especially given the disasters of Batman and Superman Dawn of Justice and the poorly rushed Justice League movie, which left many DC fans fuming. But amidst all this chaos that the Warner Brothers led DC Universe had created, Wonder Woman provided a ray of hope and allowed the DC honchos to focus on a more character driven formula, which they should have done earlier, and which allows them to build the characters before they can be bundled into another Justice League movie. Now, before we move forward, guys, a fair warning that this video may contain spoilers, so if you haven't booked your tickets for this movie yet, please book them now and watch it with your friends and family as it's worth it. And DC fans must be jumping with joy right now. So let's go ahead and talk about the cast a little bit. So, as you all might be aware, the protagonists in this movie who come from the Justice League movie are Jason Momoa, who continues as Aquaman, and Arthur Curry in this movie, and Amber Heard, who also portrays Queen Mira in this. And the antagonists in this movie are Patrick Wilson, who portrays Orm or Ocean Master, the half brother of Jason Momoa's Aquaman, and also a secondary antagonist, which I didn't expect, which is Yahya Abdul Mateen. I'm sorry if I got that name wrong. It's Yahya Abdul Mateen, who portrays Black Manta, who did a pretty good job, I think. And we also have some notable names in the supporting cast. Nicole Kidman was great as Queen Atlanta and Arthur's mother in this movie. We also had William Dafoe, who was portraying Vulko, the trusted Atlantean advisor, and Dolph Lundgren as well, who goes ahead and portrays King Nereus in this particular movie. And Tamira Morrison also portrays Arthur's father, who is Thomas Curry. So let's talk about the story a little bit. This is kind of a soft reboot origin story of Arthur Curry and his journey from being a surface dweller to an Atlantean king and hero who must battle his half brother, King Orm or Ocean Master, from launching a war on the surface world. Now, the story mostly revolves around Arthur's journey to become the hero that Atlantis deserves and to the one that Atlantis needs, with the supporting cast lending their guidance to Arthur in this journey. Now, another beautiful thing about this movie is the city of Atlantis. Now, remember that Atlantis or an underwater world has never been explored in a movie before. So the VFX and CGI used to create the underwater Atlantis is a breathtaking moment, as it shows the length and effort director James Wan had gone through to ensure that the story stays true to its comic book origins, with the director's creative ideas and vision being intact in them. And the action in this movie also is visually stunning, and a special mention goes to the rooftop scenes of Aquaman and Mira against the Atlanteans and the final battle as well, which creates some memorable scenes. The special effect that went into the creation of the other sea creatures as well just goes to show the visionary ambition that James Wan had for this movie. And let's talk about the central characters a little bit. Now, Jason Momoa, who portrays Aquaman, has done a fantastic job in this movie as the lead role and also carries the classic suit as a boss to make the character his own. With his quirky punchlines and comical interventions, I think Momoa almost effortlessly switches from comedy to action for me. And he is the fantastic fit for me as a fresh take on Aquaman. I really think that's my opinion on it, but let me know what you guys think about it in the comments section below. And I think the writers also do a fantastic job in weaving a certain amount of complexity to Aquaman, who appears to be a little bit more conflicted and a relatable human being who has to shoulder the burden of his Atlantean roots, but seems hesitant to do it. And we also have Amber Heard and Nicole Kidman, who portray two headstrong women who guide Arthur in his journey to become the King of Atlantis. It's great to see that despite Aquaman being a story about his path to heroship, it also shines on the importance of these headstrong women and their contribution on his journey to become the King of the Deep. Now, we have had a little bit of criticism around the web regarding the chemistry between Amber Heard and Jason Momoa, but I think the lead character's chemistry was kind of okayish, but I hope that it's portrayed better in the future movies as there is room for improvement. The same can be said about Patrick Wilson as well, who does a fairly decent job as Ocean Master, but I really felt that there was a lot of room for improvement here as well. The story also tries to relate his agenda based on the pollution caused by humanity to the oceans and how men could destroy Atlantis before they could destroy themselves, which allows the audience to relate to his agenda and almost feel for his actions. And of course, we also have Black Manta in this movie as well, who makes a very short appearance and, in honesty, felt a little bit rushed, as I would have loved a Black Manta to a much more complete backstory. The writers here also did a clever job of merging his character into this movie, and to be honest with you, Yahya Abdul Mateen feels like a true Atlantean nightmare, whose backstory could be further explored in the upcoming franchises. Now, regarding my thoughts about the movie, I think Aquaman in itself is a great standalone movie, and it seems like a step in the right direction for the Warner Brothers led DC universe. With James Bond, Warner Brothers' gamble has paid off, and with the upcoming Shazam movie, I think it's a great time for DC fans. I did feel that the pacing of the movie was a little bit rushed in the second half, but that felt like the only downside for me on this movie. So, in the conclusion, I think Aquaman is a fun filled ride for DC fans who have been anxiously waiting for their favorite superheroes in the DC universe to be properly portrayed in the big screen. I mean, they've had success in the small screen with the CW series going on, but this Aquaman movie is a visually stunning and a thrilling action adventure, and Aquaman truly feels like a finished product that may not win an Oscar, but actually feels like a step in the right direction. So book your tickets at the earliest and enjoy the ride, and trust me, you would not be disappointed. And finally, my rating about this movie, I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. So I hope that it goes ahead and performs very good in the box office. And hope you guys also enjoy it. So thanks again, guys, for listening to my review. Let me know in the comments section what you think about this movie and how did you enjoy it with your family and friends. And yeah, it's my first video, so I'd appreciate a like or a subscribe from your end. Much more videos coming up like this where I can go ahead and review movie for you guys. And if you like any suggestions, please go ahead and leave them in the comment below so that we can check it out. So thank you once again and have a great day. Take care.